go, son. Let's go. Woo! Where are these doubters at, man? Where are these Redskins haters at, man? All week long. All I heard all week long is how the Redskins are going to lose this. We're going to be 0-2. I've seen articles. There's this Facebook page, 24/7 Sports, like Washington Redskins section or whatever. They're putting out fucking articles saying Jay Gruden's going to get fired by our fucking bye week on week 4. Are you fucking high? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? All these doubters, dude. So many doubters. All week long, I literally had to unfollow all these pages. I had to sit here and hear it, even on my channel, from people talking shit on our own players. Kirk Cousins sucks. We can't run the ball. Rob Kelly sucks. All these people just talking shit all the time, dude. All the time. And then look at us now. Look where we're at now. Everyone's sitting here saying, oh, we're going to be 0-2, and we got a hard schedule coming up. We're going to be 0-4 by the bye week. Jay Gruden's going to get fired. Kirk Cousins isn't going to do shit. Yada, yada, yada. All week long, I heard all that. All that. And now, look where we're sitting. Cowboys are getting their ass kicked right now. Eagles already lost. Giants play tomorrow. Even if they win tomorrow, they're going to be 1-1. We're all going to be 1-1. We're doing okay. Last time I checked, last year we started off 0-2 and still contended for the playoffs at the end of the season, and we're doing better than we did last year. Yeah, it's still code red every single week with these fans, with all these other haters and shit too. It's always code red. It's always fire Gruden, fire Kirk Cousins, yada, yada, yada. Man, it just gets tiring, dude. It just gets tiring, honestly. And here we go. Hopefully you guys can see that. Chris Thompson, number 25, right there, son. He gets the game ball. Chris Thompson is the best third down back in the NFL, and it's not even close, dude. It is not even close. There is a steep drop-off on talent in the NFL at third down running backs, dude. Chris Thompson is well damn deserving of that money, and kudos yet again to Jay Gruden for every time you heard him talk about re-signing Chris Thompson, you can tell that had something to do with Jay Gruden. Jay Gruden put in the best word he could to make sure he had him, and he said he feels he can sleep better at night, every single night, knowing that we have Chris Thompson on his team. And man, oh dude, when this game first started, and we were running the ball all over the Rams, I thought it was going to be a blowout. And sure, in Redskins fashion, we let them back into the game, and things like that. But a win's a win, man. We came out here, we competed versus a team who I was more worried about the Rams than I was the Eagles, to be honest. So yeah, I was worried, but I'm not going to sit here and doubt my team. I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to lose. And shout out to my man Louis T. Y'all, you guys know I love me some Louis T's analysis and watching all his games. I'm a huge fan of his. But this is the second time. Last year he doubted us. He said we're going to lose to the Ravens, and this time he said we're going to lose to the Rams. Now, don't get this twisted or whatever. Louis T is my man, but he's got to start saying that for every game, because every time he says that, we somehow win somehow. So, you know, I'm not taking any jabs at Louis T. He's my man, but he should start saying we're going to lose every week, because we come out and play our ass off for some reason. We had almost 200 rushing yards in the first half, and then yet again, let's revisit this. All these P-Ron fans, all these people who just the entire offseason, all these people are just, oh, P-Ron's gonna steal the job. P-Ron's gonna be the #1 running back, and he's so much better than Fat Rob or this or that. Did you see what happened when Fat Rob got hurt? We could not run the ball at all. Now, granted, yes, we started getting away from blocking well. We stopped pulling Brandon Sheriff on we stopped pulling him out there to block on the left-hand side, which I don't know why. Like I love Gruden. He's a great coach. But it's like things like that. It's like we stopped, the running game started to fall off, but it's like, what were we doing in the first half that worked? We were pulling Brandon Sheriff out there to the left to block people, and we stopped doing it. There's some things that I don't understand. The throwing 2 fades when we were in the red zone, don't understand it. Okay, we have Doxson out there. We try to fade to him. Okay, it didn't work. Whatever. But then I don't know if there's a design call, but then we try to throw a fade to Chris Thompson. I don't know if that's a design call, but back to back, it's just like, what are we doing, man? Like, why? Like, just give up on it, dude. If it's not us, it's not us. Let's throw some more slants to Jordan Reed for touchdowns. How about that? That works. We gotta. This season, I think, is all gonna come down to we need to learn who we are. We need to learn who we are. Today, we had a pretty good power run game. We ran the ball. We told them, hey, we're gonna run the ball, and we ran it, and it worked out. But let's be honest. We need to learn that that's not who we are. We're not gonna be able to do that every single week. We are a finesse team. And sure, would I love to run the football and just come up here and pound the rock and just run the clock down? I would rather run the ball than throw it. That, me personally, I'm more of an old school person. I would rather run the ball, control the clock, control the game. But we have to come to grips with what we are and who we are, and we are a passing team first and a finesse run team. That's who we are. We cannot just. We did it today. Yes, we did it today, and we did it versus a really good team, a really good defense at least. And props to our guys, props to all of our offensive line, hearing all of our criticisms and coming out and just proving us wrong. And another thing, hey, I got to throw this out there. I've been pretty hard on DJ Swearinger, and he's making me a huge fan. I think, we heard the this week or whatever, he had like a big meeting with the defense or whatever like that, and his leadership role is really, really showing. And hats off to DJ Swearinger. His play is pretty good. Still missing a few tackles. Our entire defense was missing tackles at times, which let the Rams come back into the game. So that's something to watch, is these missed tackles. But hey, DJ Swearinger, he is transforming this defense. And like I said, when I first picked him up, when we first picked him up, I wasn't that high on him. And sure, he's not the second coming of Sean Taylor or nothing, but his play is pretty solid. But I think the leadership that he's bringing to this team and this defense really, really shows. If we did not have DJ Swearinger on this defense, I really don't know. We would not be the defense that we are. And just hats off to the defense in general, dude. This is what it's like to have a good defense for once. And sure, it's only 2 games. But my God, as Redskins fans, the defense that we've seen the past couple years, Greg Minuski is so much better. So much better than our last defensive coordinator. And if you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, there's only 2 people. There's only 2 people that I wanted to get out of Washington, D.C. I don't like shitting on our own players, and I don't like shitting on our own coaches. I don't like saying negative stuff about our team. But when you're Andre Roberts and you've had years to show us something, when you're our last defensive coordinator, who for some reason I can't remember his name right now, and I don't care, and I don't want to remember his name. I think he got a job with somewhere else, whatever. Oh man, those 2 people, those are the only 2 people I campaigned for to get off this team and out of here. Our last defensive coordinator and Andre Roberts. You had too many chances. Our last defensive coordinator, how many third downs did we give up just sitting in zone coverage, like not getting after the quarterback? We know we're not getting after the quarterback with 4 rushers, but we're just going to sit and let quarterbacks pick us apart. Greg Minuski doesn't have that, dude. Sure, sometimes we do that, but you can't just blitz every single third down. But my God, did you see how many times we blitzed? Did you see how many times it worked? Sure, I can remember at least 2 times where they had pretty good screens to Gurley when they caught us on some blitzes. But for the most part, being proactive and not reactive on defense worked in our favor. And that's what we've been missing the last couple years. And we just need to give credit to Jay Gruden for calling the plays, sticking with the run game, just knowing, with his insider knowledge of Sean McVay. I mean, this is straight up coach versus coach play calling. And I think the better man won today. Now, as a Redskins fan, I want Sean McVay to succeed. I know Sean McVay is going to succeed. He's going to probably be a phenomenal coach for a really long time. And to be straight up honest, Sean McVay might have a better coaching career than Jay Gruden does when it's all said and over. But as of right now, look at what happened today. Jay Gruden got the win. He did some smart things. Didn't go away from the run game when it was working. Took pressure off of Kirk Cousins, which we needed that, man. Kirk Cousins still didn't have a good day. When it counted, sometimes he did great. On third downs, we converted some really good third downs, which we've been missing. The touchdown late in the game to Grant for his first catch of the game, he just was patient. He didn't panic. He threw a nice throw. And hey, man, the better quarterback won today. The better coach won today. And look what happened to Jared Goff at the very end, making rookie-type mistakes, staring down wide receivers. Let's be honest with ourselves. Mason Foster ain't that good, but guess what? If he can read Jared Goff like a book, come on, that says something about Jared Goff. Now, I mean, not saying I'm not impressed by Jared Goff. He had a decent game, but this just goes back to the thing. Pay Kirk Cousins, man. Paid him. We should have paid him his goddamn money. Now, this goes back to the same thing. It's like we could win a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins. Now, don't get me twisted. I don't want to see people out here saying, "Oh, Redskins Review said Kirk Cousins is going to win a Super Bowl." I'm not saying that. I'm saying we can win a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins. He is good enough for us to win a Super Bowl, but he needs help. He's not Aaron Rodgers and not Tom Brady. He needs help. All right, and I'm not even going to get into the money aspect. Whatever. I'm tired of talking about that stuff. But the thing is, look who won today. Look who made the plays that were needed to win. And when you help Kirk Cousins and we have a run game, we win. Last game, Kirk Cousins was our biggest rusher, and we lost. And in this game, we run the ball phenomenally until the second half where P. Ryan comes in, which granted, at the end of the game, when it counted, P. Ryan had some pretty good runs, man. He did. But overall, I am not impressed from P. Ryan. I'm more of a Mac Brown dude. Like I said, we need to know who we are. We're more of a finesse team at running, so why not bring in a smaller, speedier Mac Brown and start seeing even more tosses and even more the stuff that we were doing to Chris Thompson? Phenomenal. Chris Thompson is the man. Whew, dude. Man, I'm trying to think of some more things. Sean Laval, we're always hard on him. He had a pretty decent game. For the most part, I'm just worried about injuries. I'm worried about people that were banged up. Jordan Reed went out. Morgan Moses went down. We had a lot of guys go down in this game, but we got to wait and see what their injuries are. But I feel like we came out pretty good. We came out with a W. This changes everything. Even if we lost today, even if we lost this game today, everyone's gonna just. It would have been code red, and everybody would have been down. Like it would have been the end. It would have been the end of the world for all these people. But I still wouldn't even count us out, dude. Like we were down 0-2 last year, and we still came back and played hard. Granted, our schedule is much harder. But just to be honest with you guys, I have a lot of respect for the Raiders and the Chiefs, the two teams that we play next. I have a lot of respect for those teams. They are most definitely up-and-coming teams. Chiefs have a really good defense. Alex Smith outplayed Tom Brady last week. But those are winnable games, dude. Those are completely winnable games. If we play the way that we played today, I don't see how we can't win those games. I'm sitting here, everyone's sitting here saying, it's this, if we would have lost or whatever, it's end of the world and everything. I'm sitting here saying, we could go 3-1 by the time we go to our bye week in week 4. I would not be surprised at all if we're 3-1 at the bye week. Am I saying that's going to happen? No. We have a hard schedule. We're about to play 2 really hard teams. One of them, we're going to play the Chiefs at the Chiefs, and their defense is pretty ridiculous. Almost every single year that I respect their defense. But if we play smart football, if we run the ball effectively and don't give up on the run, if we get the ball into playmakers' hands like we did today with tosses to Chris Thompson, just getting the ball to Jamison Crowder on third downs when it counts, getting the ball out of Kirk Cousins' hands fast early in the game. We had some quick passes which really helped him out. I don't see how we can't win those games, man. I think they're winnable games, and we needed this today. We needed this today just to reel in some of these fans that are just all year long. It's just been a a bad offseason, just glooming offseason, and everyone's transitioning that into the season, and I don't see why. The preseason doesn't matter. This is the regular season. Sure, did we play bad versus the Eagles? Sure, we did. But we all know Kirk Cousins and this offense and this team in general is just a slow starting team, and we're starting to come together, and we just played a really good defense, man. I had more respect for the Rams defense than I did the Eagles defense. Why can't we do this to more people? Also, shout out to Redskins fans for showing up to the goddamn game. For one of the first things I realized when I started seeing the game was there's a lot of Redskins fans there. But I'm trying to think of some other things before I get into my notes. I got a lot of notes. But, hey, hats off to everybody, man. Chris Thompson gets the game ball. If I was going to give one out, Kirk Cousins needs to get better. He had some bad throws, and just the one throw to the Chris Thompson on the outside, which we pretty much needed that first down, dude. We needed that to feel comfortable, and we didn't get it. And he just had a terrible throw. And Terrell Pryor, dude. Sure, okay. Terrell Pryor might be number one wide receiver in this league, but right now he's not. We have to be honest with ourselves. Terrell Pryor is not a number one wide receiver in this league right now. Does he have the ability? Does he have the potential? Does he have the skill set? Yes, he does, but he's not putting it together. He's dropping too many passes. Too many passes. If we had Pierre Garçon, our offense would be just looking like we did last year. In my opinion, I think that's what would, we wouldn't have had such a drop-off. But Terrell Pryor is just got me worried, man. But none of that. I'm done rambling. This is probably, I got so many notes that I got to go over, man. I'm just happy we got the win. I'm happy that hopefully now some Redskins fans can stop with the doom and gloom and realize that our defense is playing so like 3 times better than they did last year, and our offense is starting to come together. So let's get into the notes. Winuski dials up 2 blitzes and gets our defense off the field. That was at the very beginning of the game. Redskins get the first down in the game by 2 good run plays and then a pass to Jordan Reed. I'm loving the quick pass plays starting off the game. It's what we need to do. We are running effectively, and Kelly is fighting for extra yards. We can't give up on these runs. Keep running it. Sean Laval gets beat, and we take a huge sack. 3rd and 17, Crowder gets it. Gets more than 17. That's the old Jamison Crowder that we used to know. Not the one that we saw in preseason, and not the one we saw versus the Eagles. Jamison Crowder is back. Pryor with another drop. Excuse me. Pryor with another drop. Might not been a first down, but come on. Okay, yeah. I gotta go back on this one. Terrell Pryor has a drop, and he wasn't gonna break a tackle and get the first down. But if he would have caught that pass, we probably were gonna be in like 4th and like 3 or something like that. And on the next play, when we're kicking a field goal, the defense, they get a penalty, which might have given us a first down if Terrell Pryor caught that pass, and it was like 4th and 3 or whatever. I'm not sure what penalty it was, I forget, but there's a possibility that if he just catches that ball and we don't even get the first and we kick the field goal and we get the penalty, that continues our drive because Terrell Pryor catches the football. That's why I'm being so hard on Terrell Pryor. We need to keep the ball moving, man. And then I was like, what the hell are the refs doing? They don't even know where the ball is supposed to be. The one play, I'm sure you guys remember, it's just like on the kickoff or whatever, it's like, what are they doing? Even though the call kind of came in our favor and gave the Rams the ball at the 2-yard line, I'm just like, what are these refs doing? They don't even know, dude. We're getting pressure on Goff, and he's throwing it inaccurately. The Redskins defense looks fast, and I think DJ Swearinger's leadership is showing. There seems to be more Skins fans at the game than Rams fans. Great play call and great run by Fat Rob to the left, followed by another good run. Great toss play to Chris Thompson. Redskins are dominating the first quarter. Chris Thompson pitched to the left for a touchdown. Great play. Redskins force a fumble. McLean recovers it. Josh Norman punches it out. That's the first time. Josh Norman did it again, and then Todd Gurley got it back later on in the game. Chris Thompson is too good. We are running it early, so I'm expecting some highlight reel play-action passes from Kirk late in the game, which never really happened. Maybe we didn't really dial him up. I don't understand. I thought in the second half, Kirk Cousins was going to have a field day down the field just throwing bombs. But it just didn't happen because the Rams got back in the game. Rams get a 69-yard pass to Everett, and I wrote down a question mark. Something I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I wrote down is DeShazer Everett out of place. Was that his fault? I'm not sure. 9-yard run by Rob Kelly. I love pulling Brandon Scherf for blocks. Rob Kelly goes down, and he never came back in. That's what we're gonna have to be worried about. Kirk gets hit by free blitzers. Huge loss. Josh Norman on a holding call. Rams get a big screenplay when we blitz on 3rd and 4. Now the Redskins' tackling is terrible. For the second week in a row, Kendall Fuller is reading these screenplays out just phenomenal. Just getting in the backfield, stopping these screenplays before they even happen. Tired of hearing about the Broncos game delay. I'm sure you guys do too, man. How many times were we sitting here watching the game that we wouldn't watch, and they keep coming on the TV saying, "Oh, here's an update on the delay for the Broncos game." Who cares, dude? We don't care. We're watching the game we want to watch. Jesus. Chris Thompson with a 60-yard touchdown run. Woo! God damn, that was phenomenal. He's the man. All right, Preston Smith with a huge sack. Ryan Kerrigan strips the ball. Man, our defensive line is much improved, man. Probably has something to do with Jim Tom Sula. These guys are getting after quarterbacks this year. Even if they're not getting there, they're just still pressuring. Chris Thompson with the drop. DeShazer Everett with a great tackle on the punt. Redskins tackling is going out the window again. This is when the Rams were starting to get back in the game. Crowder with the first down on 2nd and 16. P. Ryan finally gets a first down run. Crowder bobbles a pass, drops it. Or I think he might have even caught it. I don't remember. Hopkins misses a 51-yarder. And here, I got to throw this in here. I'm sure some people are going to be hard on Dustin Hopkins. Here's the thing, man. I'm okay with Dustin Hopkins. If he misses a field goal every now and again, sure, that might come back and screw us like in the Bengals game last year. But we just have to be honest. Dustin Hopkins is better than average when it comes to NFL kickers. He is. He's better than average. So I'm not going to sit here and be too worried about him. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, we should go get this guy or whatever. There's not much better out there, man. I think Dustin Hopkins is solid. Whenever he comes out for a kick, I'm not scared, man. Like, he might miss one every now and again, but he's just better than average, man. So I'm not going to be too worried about it. Redskins blitz on 3rd and 10, and we stop them short. Vernon Davis with a phenomenal move on the outside for that first down, and that was a huge play. We were backed up, and Vernon Davis just, I don't know how, just juked the shit out of these two guys. Morgan Moses goes down, but he comes back later. Kirk overthrows Chris Thompson. He's got to get better. Rams throw the ball on a fake punt, and man, that had me worried, man. The Rams are coming back there. Had me worried. When are we going to account for running backs coming out of the backfield? Too many times this year, too many times in the preseason have we been seeing these running backs coming out of the backfield, and Mason Foster and our linebackers, they act as if they don't even see him sometimes, and it's just so scary because they get the ball out in space, and it worries me, man. Rams tie the game with 7 minutes left. Trent Williams has a holding call. P. Ryan finally having some good runs. 17-yard catch to Pryor with 2 minutes left. Touchdown to Ryan Grant for his first catch in the game. Great throw and great play by Kirk Cousins. First play the Rams have on their 2-minute drill, and Mason Foster picks it off. That's your ball game, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Redskins Review. Subscribe if you have not. Also, check out some of the other Redskins YouTubers. On the Warpath does some live stuff. He was just live. Louis T does some live stuff and analysis for every single team. It's he's the man. He does analysis for every single game, every single team. If there's something you need to know about games and breakdowns, go check out his channel. Also, Burgundy Fly Guy's been doing some cool stuff, doing some live stuff as well, breaking down games. Go check him out as well. And there's another channel that I've been watching, I think it's called the Steel Skins Show. And it's basically a Steelers fan and a Redskins fan, and they do like one long segment where it's just they go through everything. They go through a Steelers game and a Redskins game, but then they also are smart and they know that, you know, if you're a Redskins fan, we're gonna upload the entire thing, but then we're also gonna cut it in half, kind of, when they're talking about the Redskins game and re-upload that. So if you're just a Redskins fan and you just want to see that part, you can just watch that part. But very knowledgeable guys over there. Great show. They have great chemistry. They are really good back and forth, and you know, kind of feeding off of each other, I guess. So check out those guys. Let me know what you guys think about the game. Let me know what you think about Kirk Cousins struggling. He's definitely struggling. But when it comes down to big plays, at least in this game, he made the big plays, dude, and we got the W. Our defense is just I couldn't be more happier, dude. Like, sure, they could be better, but from the last couple years, watching this defense compared to the last couple years, my God, is there just a huge improvement. Even Preston Smith is playing better. Matt Ioannidis is doing something. Didn't really see too much of Jonathan Allen, his name being called, but it doesn't mean he's not doing his job, not making plays, you know, on the defensive line. But hey, man, that's it for the show. I'm trying to keep this short. I got some homework to do. As always, hail to the Redskins. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the comments, man. Hopefully there's a lot more positive stuff coming our way. Hopefully there's a lot more positive comments coming this way. Last week I got bombarded by Eagles fans, and yeah, they're not going to be here this week, I guess. So see you guys in the next one. Peace.